All right, welcome back. This time we are doing the special talent chests that are here in update 2.5 for a limited time. I want to show you guys how beneficial these are. We are going to be opening up the legendary chests. We're not going to really open up any of the rare or epics. Legendary is where it's at. So let's go ahead and do that. Keep in mind, I will be doing another episode where I actually unlock a bunch of talents using the regular chest that we have. For instance, if you go to here, and so you go here, you go to market, and then you can go here, and you'll see today's talents, you'll see the free chest, and then the rare and epic mystery chests. These I'm going to do a separate video for so you guys can see how well these guys do by themselves without the special deal. But for now, this video is all about the limited time chest. So let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to do, I think, 9 of the legendary ones because we don't have enough for the 10 count. So let's go ahead and start off. So here we go. Bam! So we have 6 talents here. There is a couple legendaries. So we have the legendary for Fortress, we have the legendary for Gwen, as well as a bunch of rares and epics here. So we have Flank Attack, Truth of the Tooth A, and Law of the Cloud B spawn a wolf to attack Fortress's target. Up to a maximum of 3 wolves. That's cool. So no longer do you need to have your ultimate to have wolves. You basically have wolves as long as you're using abilities. That is badass. Bouncer for Pedal. Trampoline B has a 1-second cooldown, but will cost more energy if used while empowerment is still active. Okay. New talent for the Cruel. Deadman Rush A has 2 increased range and a stronger barrier. It's alright. Adagio Epic talent. Agent of Wrath B has 2 charges and deals higher damage to targets burned by Gift of Fire A and longer cooldown. The Reaper. Reap perk continues to collect souls when empowered, weaker healing. So not as much healing, but it continues to collect souls when empowered. That's pretty cool. So you basically have more sustain. It's just not as much, I guess you would say. 3 of a kind. So this is the one that she shoots out 3 of the ultimates. Ace's high ult fires 3 cards in a count. Shorter cooldown, but lower damage. Alright, so that one's pretty cool. Let's go into the second one. Takes a second to actually load. Alright, so we have the legendary Striker for Lance and the legendary Explosive Force for Pedal. That sounds so badass. Let's go ahead and get into it. So Striker. Basic attacks reduce the cooldown of Impale A and Combat Roll ult. Impale deals lower damage. Okay. So 70% damage, Impale reduction 10%, and then Combat Roll reduction by 5%. So that's pretty cool though. So basically the more you do your basic attacks, the more you're going to be using your other abilities too. So just overall more active playstyle for Lance. We have the Explosive Force. Spontaneous combustion ult knocks back enemies caught within its explosion. Lower damage though. Alright. Then we have Storm of Light. Binding Light has 2 charges, shorter cooldown, and higher damage. Yeah, we did that one in the other video for beta. Porcupine Mortar has 4 charges and travels faster. That one is good. But it lowers energy cost but lower damage. Okay, so it's 50% damage, but landing this thing is going to be far more effective, I think. And you have 4 charges. That's going to be fun to play. And then we have Deadman's Barrier. Deadman's Rush A has 2 increased range, stronger barrier. Alright, we already kind of went over that one. Active Reload refreshes all charges on Glimmer Shot when you use your active camo. And it also gives your Glimmer Shot 6 max charges. Shorter cooldown and lower damage. Okay. Seems pretty cool. Yeah, Blitz mode. The Brawl modes are going to be really fun with the talents, I feel. A lot of these seem really, really cool. I'm excited to use a lot of them. Second Wind. So we have the second wind for Ozo. After bounce B resets upon the 3rd bounce. Stronger fortified health but lower damage. So he's going to be bouncing constantly. That's cool. And Enhanced Thrusters. Series Strike B grants Skye a move speed bonus after completion. Skye passively gains crystal power. Okay. Interesting. We have the Reconstitution. Hangry grants Grumpjaw lifesteal, shorter cooldown. Shimmer Heal for Idris. So Shimmer Strike ultimate heals Idris and target ally for a percentage of their maximum health, shorter cooldown. So he can essentially, you know, be a healer in some subsidiary sense because of his ultimate. That's kind of cool. Fairy Healing. Flicker's Stealth also greatly increases health regeneration. Dude, there's a lot of amplified health regen or just health or healing in this brawl mode now because of all these talents. And flicker passively gains crystal power. Okay. Endless motors. Porcupine motor A has 4 charges. Okay, we already had that one. We already read that one real quick. So this is the 3rd one, I believe. Purchase failed. There we go. Boom. So we have Trion cannon. Trion cannon. It doesn't have a portrait. Interesting. Oh, I see what it's doing. It's showing the ultimate icon and how many charges you have. So Ion Cannon now has 3 charges. Shorter cooldown but lower damage. Baron passively gains attack range. Okay. Interesting. Raining Death. Death from above ult has 2 charges. Shorter cooldown but lower damage. Swarming Light we already went over. Advanced Guard. Captain of the Guard perk also grants temporary bonus crystal and weapon power for 30 seconds. Basic attacks reduce the cooldown of fail. We already read that one. Point Guard. Landing on point B on an enemy hero grants a stronger barrier to nearby allies for 2 seconds. Alright, so number 4. We're running out of money fast. Oh my god. Here we go. So we have Core Overclock, Gift of Life, Army of Souls, Cha-Cha Chakram, Raid Boss, and the Reaper. So Core Overclock we kind of didn't go over yet. So Beneficial Core Overload stacks boost attack speed. Alpha passively gains weapon power. Alright. Gift of Life, we already did that one. Army of Souls. So Fearsome Shade Ultimate has 13 or 18 range and summons 2 sets of specters that travel side by side. Higher damage and shorter cooldown. So basically it's just an overall stronger ultimate. Cha-Cha Chakram throws 3 projectiles in a cone. Lord, oh, that is badass. I always thought the singular Chakram was lame because, you know, it's really hard to... I wouldn't say it's hard to hit. It just doesn't seem as impactful, I guess you would say. But with 3 of them throwing out, that is fun, dude. I'm going to be playing this guy like crazy. Raid Boss. So Finn rapidly regenerates health. All sources lower damage. So basically, he's going to be a tank, dude. Oh my god. These talents are amazing. Reap perk continues to collect souls when empowered. Weaker healing. The thing I think about this, though, is like, how is this going to work when it comes to new heroes? Because these talents are encompassing a lot of new effects. So eventually, you're going to release a hero that has a similar ability to an already existing talent for another hero. I don't know. But anyways, I think this is number 5, I believe. We are just burning right through. I don't even know if we'll hit 9 boxes. I don't know. I didn't really calculate. I just kind of assumed. Storm Light we already went over. Fast Whirlwind. Red Mist ult grants Rona 0.7 bonus move speed, or longer cooldown, lower damage. Okay. So that's cool though. So no longer do you actually have a reduction in movement speed, but you have an increase. Storm Light again. Fast Whirlwind. So you have 2 of those. Sound Barrier. Vox's basic attack periodically grants him a health barrier. That's an old effect that they brought back for a talent. Bullet splits, we already read over that one, I think, right? Well, anyways, Twirling Silver causes Ringo's basic attack to fire a secondary shot at a nearby target. Lower damage, but longer cooldown too. Okay. So we can get 2 more. So yeah, I don't know. I'll have to count how many I opened up here. But I definitely don't think it was 9. Alright. Cha-Cha Chakram, again, Healing Smite we already went over. Advanced Guard, Healing Verse, this is a new one. Verse of Judgment ult heals all of Adagio allies within its radius. Shorter cooldown, but lower damage. So it's more useful because you can actually heal allies with it, but not used in the sense for damage, more so used as a stun, and also a heal for your team, and you can use it more often, so that's pretty cool. Wait, did it say increased radius? Oh no, within its radius, okay. Road Rage, Saw gains spin up perk stacks after attacking an enemy with Roadie Run. Basic attacks reduce the cooldown of Roadie Run by 15%. Roadie Run, oh my god. So you're gonna be going constant Roadie Runs, dude. That is cool. Long Shot. A killer shot has 2 bonus range, shorter cooldown, but lower damage. Alright, so this is the last chest right here, guys. There we go. Okay. Final one. So we have Twisted Pursuit, Bang-a-rang-a-rang, Dead Man's Bear again, Friendly Cavil, Avenging Wrath, and then Critical Wounds. Okay, so Twisted Pursuit. Twisted Stroke B has 5 increased range. Oh, that's kind of interesting. And causes Glaive to dash to his target. Shorter cooldown but lower damage. So this guy now has 2 gap closers, Afterburn and Twisted Stroke. Twisted Stroke having some pretty long range, 5 increased range, and lower cooldown. That's cool too. Bangarang. So Bangarang Ultimate has 2 charges, shorter cooldown but lower damage. Okay, that one's it's alright. I'm not a big fan of the Ozo talents except for the bouncing one where you can constantly bounce. Friendly Cavill. Polite Company resets the cooldown of Quibble A, but Quibble has lower damage. Okay. Avenging Wrath has 2 charges and deals higher damage to targets burned by a gift of fire. Longer cooldown though, by 30% looks like. The epic talent for Fortress, and the final one of this video, Fortress gains plus 30% critical chance for each active wolf summoned by attack of the pack ultimate. So he can get a total of 90% critical chance for each, or for the total of 3 wolves. And it has a shorter cooldown. Fortress passively gains critical strike damage regardless. So not only will it have increased critical chance by 90%, but it'll also have a 20% plus whatever level you have of this talent as crit damage. That is pretty cool. And you have 10%, you know, cooldown reduction there. Man. But there we go. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this chest opening of the limited or special limited time only chest for the talents. Definitely, if you want to get chests, I would say now is the time to do it. If you're going to be spending money, do it now, because you're not going to have the ability to do this again, more than likely, and you'll have to end up going to the standard shop when all this is already gone. You can now just do the talents, today's talents, get that with Glory, get your free chest, and if you want to buy still, you can get the mystery chest and the rare and epic ones. But you won't have just talents that you're getting. You'll have to expect to get skins, you know, heroes, as well as talents. And, you know, I'll be doing a video, guys, showing you guys if these are still effective as well, you know, outside of the limited time. So you guys can kind of get an idea of why you should probably get the special limited time chests. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Enjoy 2.5, and I will see you guys next time. Later!